Hello, wrestling fans. There is Eddie Venom, the one-time MPW Heavyweight Champion. I am Mud Puppet Joel. He is Mud Puppet Ryan. And as always, we are the Mud Puppets. Back again to call some wrestling action for you. Ryan, what do we have on tap for the fine people today?
We have a huge triple threat match for the heavyweight title. Eddie Venom going to be defending against the DBA, the Dangerous One, and Jaimy Coxxx, his former tag team partner Joel. Interesting to see here, Eddie Venom, his arm's in a sling.
Yeah, this was from last October, October 18th, Halloween Eve. The significance of this match being this was win or lose Eddie Venom's retirement match in Metro Pro Wrestling.
Big deal, and I'm confused what's happening with Eddie's arm here.
Well, he had an injury at the time. He's going to address that situation in a bit, but
ladies and gentlemen,
listen to Kevin here.
Triple threat match for the Metro Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, weighing in tonight at 207 pounds, here is Jaimy.
Fitting that Eddie should end his MPW career against these two. They've been brothers in arms in the ring. They've been bitter enemies.
Introducing next, weighing in tonight at 205 pounds, from Detroit, Michigan. He is the most dangerous man in professional wrestling. He is the
Be always the wild card in the match.
Absolutely.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing their opponent, born and raised in South Detroit, weighing in tonight at 285 pounds, wrestling in his final match with Metro Pro Wrestling. He is the Motor City Monster, the Metro Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Eddie Venom!
You just heard Kevin say it again. This is the final appearance of Eddie Venom in Metro Pro Wrestling. Here we go. Some words from the champ.
Thank you. As you can see, I got a little busted up shoulder. But from my last match at Metro Pro Wrestling, there is no way that I was not going to get in this ring. And there was no way that I was not going to get in the ring with my two best friends. So Metro Pro, I hope you're ready for this, because as much as we love each other, we beat the hell out of each other too. So
They say despite the injury,
one last time in Metro Pro, let's do this.
Eddie is ready to go. Like I said, I don't exactly remember or have knowledge of the extent of Eddie's injury at the time. I don't know if it was an arm issue, a shoulder issue. But despite that, he's going to defend this title one more time.
You got to give it up to the champion. Eddie Venom has always had the heart of a champion and a fighting spirit. And he had to know that was not going to let him miss out on his last match in MPW. If you're one of his opponents, you've got to think that elbow becomes a huge target.
Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that Eddie just called these two his best friends, it's still a wrestling match. There's gold on the line. You never know. Somebody could choose to exploit that injury, and after the match say, "Hey, sorry, bro, but gold was on the line. No hard feelings."
I mean, it's the smart thing to do. It'd be sort of silly not to.
And again, fitting these three should close the curtain on Eddie Venom's MPW career. You may have noticed earlier, and you'll see it throughout the match, the shirt that DBA is wearing as they look like they might attack the official here. I think they're just playing with him a bit. DBA shirt, though, if you notice, fun-loving criminals. There's been a collection of people who have been members or honorary members throughout the years, but these three men, the original members of the fun-loving criminals.
Yes, indeed, and Jaimy Coxxx could not get him up. He is feeling it in the back right now.
No, I mean, Eddie's a pure big man. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, we've seen on the indie circuit here in this region. And now DBA apparently is being goaded into giving it a try. I don't think he's going to fare any better than Jaimy did.
No, sir. I am a tall guy, Joel, and Eddie Venom towers over me when I have spoken to him in person.
DBA could not lift him up either. I think their fans are suggesting the referee give it a try. I don't know why he would attempt such foolishness, but
That seems like it would be counterproductive to his job and to his safety if he puts his hands on Eddie. Eddie's asking for it.
DBA and Jaimy are getting behind the crowd here, and yeah, Eddie's waving him forward. You got to, loosen up.
Yeah, you don't want to pull a hammy.
And I have never seen a man in worse physical condition than that.
He will never be the same again. That is a sad story.
You know what? I think he faked it. I don't think he wanted to put any effort into that.
I don't blame him. It's not his job to try to body slam Eddie Venom.
Now, here we go. Now they might have the idea that halfway up anyways.
Seems like poor form on that slam. Uh-oh. Eddie's going to show him how it's done.
Well, they should have started with the double body slam. If that's the route they were going to go. Well, Eddie, with the champ with the early advantage, is DBA and Jaimy Coxxx both have to bail.
You can see that these guys are having fun in there. They take that championship and they take these matches seriously, but I think they're enjoying being a part of Eddie Venom's final match.
No doubt about it. As you just saw, we saw our first fist flying. When those fists start flying, tempers are going to start rising, and we're going to see ourselves a brawl.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt.
Yeah, your buddy runs your heads together. You can start defending yourself. There we go. DBA throws the first haymaker back in Eddie Venom's direction.
That's not surprising. If there's anyone that knows what it's like to be in the throes of a fight, it's DBA. He's fought them all.
Absolutely, yeah. DBA, don't take much for it to get DBA riled up. So looks like we're off and running now.
DBA's default setting is kicking ass. I mean, that's just what the guy does. That's what he knows.
And right now, Jaimy just standing back, letting it happen. Now he's going to come in and get some shots of his own.
Security keeping the fans back, trying to keep them out of this action.
Yeah, you think back to some of the feuds these guys had with each other. Of course, Jaimy Coxxx and Eddie had a long run as MPW tag champs. I mean, they dominated MPW for the better part of a year.
Probably the best tag team that I've seen in my time covering MPW.
It was quite the two-man power trip. I mean, Jaimy and DBA in the same vein. I mean, as thick as thieves, they were brothers for so long, and then, of course, really engaged in a nasty blood feud that ultimately is what formed the alliance between Eddie and Jaimy.
Well, I mean, it's your best friends that hurt you the most. Those are the betrayals that really sting and that stay with you for a long, long time.
And this one's still outside. I think the official, he's at a 3 count I just heard. Longest count ever. Ooh, Cox's face right into that chair on the outside. And DBA says, well, I think he's done for a while.
Might be smart. You take one guy out, you go take care of business with the champion. Jaimy Coxxx is really feeling that one. He's disoriented on the floor.
Well, DBA still with the advantage on the outside there, throwing kicks into Eddie's midsection, throwing fists into his face. This is DBA down and dirty.
Yes, it is. And he using the fans.
Oh, the old homeboy there. Homeboy. That's Eddie Venom has called him before.
That's homeboy?
I don't know the man's name.
That's the famous homeboy?
Eddie Venom has referred to him as homeboy, yes.
Wow. Star-studded event here. Homeboy.
Eddie's going to take the load off. Jaimy steps in and sideswipes DBA. Well, he's going to pay for it, though.
Jaimy Coxxx came out of absolutely nowhere to enter the fray there. This one has really just degenerated into a complete, and that was a low kick.
It looked a little low. Hey, don't think DBA doesn't want to hold that gold. At the end of the day, they may still be friends, but he'd prefer to be friends with that gold around his waist.
Well, I mean, let's cut to the bottom line. At the end of the day, Big Bubba Luscious cuts the biggest check to the guy carrying the gold. I mean, we know that to be true. I've been in the back and I've seen those payoffs. So, I mean, come on, you want that belt.
So far, we have not seen either Jaimy Coxxx or DBA exploit the injured wing of Eddie Venom, though.
That's a good point, and I wonder if this wild brawling has sort of distracted them from focusing on that.
Jaimy attempted to get involved again, and DBA crotched him on that second rope. Jaimy can't buy a break here. He can't build any momentum. It's really been all DBA the last several minutes into a bulldog.
It has it into a cover
First
here.
pin. Jaimy's right there for the breakup of that one, though.
And I would have to say that the brawling style of DBA has really been the focus of this match and been the clear advantage for him.
Well, now if Jaimy tries to reestablish his role in this match, I think that's what always made DBA such a threat to Eddie Venom. Obviously, most men that get in the ring with Eddie Venom are giving up size.
Sure.
It's never mattered with DBA.
No.
DBA will punch a giant in the mouth and defy them to come at him. And I think that's why he and Eddie had such a storied rivalry, because in so many ways DBA, he was tougher than he was smart, that's for sure. He didn't care how big Eddie was. And now, breaking Jamie's eyes is Eddie Venom. They're into it now.
Yeah. I mean, with DBA, it's the old cliche that we've heard a million times. It literally is the size of the fight in the dog, and nobody has more fight than DBA.
Look out here. Detroit drive-by sends him down to the mat. That could be it for Jaimy. Eddie may be on the cusp of retaining and retiring a champion, although you see DBA lurking, and he quickly breaks up the pin.
I think it's important to note the fun and games that we saw at the beginning of this are far, far, far gone.
They are over.
These guys are just beating the hell out of each other, and I am enjoying it.
Well, right now, to me, DBA looks like the hungriest wolf in there. Now, there we go, working over the shoulder there, and Eddie seems to be in considerable pain, so that may be where that injury lies.
When you have an injured elbow, we all know that obviously there's going to be pain there, but that pain, if it's radiating up into the shoulder area, you can really debilitate a guy by working on the nerves. There are tons of nerve endings in the shoulder. DBA knows this, and he's attacking it, and it looks like it's having some spectacular results for him.
Well, he's got the monster on the mat and has really had him on his toes the majority of this match. 2 count, Eddie kicks out.
You got to give it up to Eddie Venom. He's taking a lot of punishment here. He's injured, and you still see that desire to kick out, to keep fighting. That's what's been one of the hallmarks of this guy's career, and it's sort of inspiring to see him giving it his all here in his last match in MPW.
Ooh, clothesline. Jaimy Coxxx whipped over the top rope, and again, Jaimy just can't build any momentum since their early goings where they brawled outside. It's mostly been DBA versus Eddie Venom.
That's a fantastic point. Jaimy Coxxx has sort of been thrown to the side several times. What's Eddie going for here? Oh, DBA sidestepping.
Nicely done. And you can see Eddie, he is holding that arm ginger.
He's not been able to use it for some of the big power moves we're used to seeing from him.
Keeping it close to his body.
It's limited his offense, definitely, Joel.
And Jaimy back in the ring now, doing battle with DBA.
If Jaimy Coxxx is going to make a move in this match, now is the time. Eddie Venom is down and hurt. Jaimy Coxxx needs to take out DBA.
Misses the splash there, though. Now he's opened himself up to some more DBA offense.
Every single time he gets anything going, it has been turned around on him. Some hard luck here for Jaimy Coxxx, and he's in a precarious position, perched on the top rope.
Well, to the best of my knowledge, obviously Eddie. Oh, look out here! Finish that point in a moment. A suplex powerbomb combo, and Eddie may have this match in the bag right now.
But the elbow injury is keeping him from being able to get the cover.
The point I wanted to make, and if someone out there has better knowledge than me, then I'd love to hear it. Obviously, Eddie, a multi-time MPW heavyweight champion. I know Jaimy Coxxx some years ago had held that title. Don't know for a fact that DBA has held the MPW heavyweight championship, which may be why he is the most hungry in this match for it.
That's an excellent point. DBA would love to add that to his list of accomplishments and championships in this business.
And now we got a trifecta of punches just going around here. Eddie has shot to DBA, DBA to Jaimy, Jaimy to Eddie, and around it goes.
And these guys are kind of out on their feet, not a lot behind some of these, and now they're hammering away.
Eddie throws a haymaker that sends him to the mat.
That was fantastic.
And we seem to be back to square one with each man down on the mat trying to muster up the energy to take the advantage in this matchup.
How much does Eddie Venom have left? He's cradling that arm to his body. It's pretty much useless to him. Can a man win a match with just one arm, Joel?
We have seen Zach Gowen win many matches with one leg.
That's a fantastic point, actually.
Coxxx setting up DBA for his finisher. Cannot cinch it in. DBA with the reversal. Now it's Jaimy on the receiving end. DBA hits it. This could be over. Count the pin. 1, 2. And Eddie just gets there.
Just barely breaks that up.
I think the monster has had enough. Into the pin. 1, 2. And Jaimy, I mean, barely got there.
Just a split second before the 3 count. Jaimy Coxxx breaks it up. Eddie Venom firing up with some big shots to the face.
I'll say this: if Eddie Venom is going to win this match, it's going to be in the next minute or two, because I think the big man's just about out of energy here. This is the last gasp, I think. The end of the road.
Jaimy Coxxx.
DBA with a clothesline to Jaimy. Right now, all 3 of these guys going at each other, and this is what it should be. There shouldn't be any 2-on-1 handicap nonsense at the end of a triple threat match. That stuff's played itself out. Now this is about 3 guys who want to take home the strap.
Absolutely.
And Eddie's got them both in the choke slam. Can he pull it off? No, they break the hold. And now a little bit of double team action here. Double clothesline. Eddie ducks it. Back into the double choke slam. They're up and they're down. Could this be it? 1, 2, and 3. That is it. The monster victorious one last time in Metro Pro Wrestling. Quite a feat for an injured, soon to retire Eddie Venom. A lot of emotions going on. Coming to this match against 2 of his best friends and walk away the retiring champion.
How did he pull it off? How did he hit a double choke slam on 2 men with an injured arm, Joel? Well, unbelievable.
I'll say
unbelievable.
I called it. I said this.
You
looked
did.
like the monster's last gasp, and if he didn't win this match soon, he wasn't going to.
I don't like giving you credit for much because you rarely deserve it, but this time you were wrong.
Thank you.
Good job.
So Eddie is actually going to have a few words for the Metro Pro Wrestling organization as well as the fans here in a few. Right here. Here we go.
Cut the music. Metro Pro Wrestling. I just want to take this opportunity to thank every one of you fans out there that have been coming and supporting me, either cheering me or booing me here at Metro Pro for years now. I've kind of considered Downriver Metro Pro Wrestling one of my second homes. And I really do appreciate all you fans coming out and supporting me over these years. I want to thank DBA, and I want to thank Jaimy Coxxx, my 2 best friends in the world, for letting me come out here and throw punches with them too. Over the years, we've been partners, we've been enemies, and I just want to thank both of you guys very much. I love you guys.
Some kind parting words from Eddie Venom.
You know, we come out here every month to entertain you fans, because this is what we dreamed of doing, and all you fans are what made that possible for us to do. So I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Bubba. I want to thank Randy for running Metro Pro and always giving me a spot on the roster. I really do. I can't say it enough. I really thank you fans. You guys are the reason why we're here. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
A fitting finale for Eddie Venom. And of course, if you want to check out some of our sketch comedy, head on over to mudpuppets.com. Check out one of our latest, a bit of mud, right, Ryan? New studio.
I did something stupid.
Yes, you did. We will see you next time, friends.